right there!
Welcome to Find Your Outdoors. Well, we're coming off the heels of another big month here at FYO.
That's right. In case you missed it, here's a little recap of the action we've seen over the past few episodes.
What is that, Dave?
That's a up mess. That's how man does it. Right here, right now.
Frank, if you're here with you. All right, looks like Frank's got the catch of the day on, and what do we have here? What do we have? Any commentary you'd like to have about that there, Frank?
It was a hard fight, but I did it. What can I say?
We got one here, gentlemen. We got fish on here. Yeah. Bring him in, Luke. All right.
Oh, look what I got, Luke. Hey, Luke. Talk that up, baby. Watch, kiss that thing.
I got my first deer!
See?
Yes, I got it!
Give me five,
I
baby.
got a deer!
Oh my God. We got it.
First day!
Her first deer. Her first ever deer hunt.
Yeah!
Tag him, baby.
Did you see that? Look at that thing.
You made a great shot on him, Bubba.
Good shot. Huh? Think about that.
I love him. Lots of
Huh?
I think I love him.
You do.
Close.
There you go. He is heavy. Hey, that's awesome, man.
Dave, I have to tell you, man, you took the kids outdoors. Big buck. That's your trophy. Yes. Give him a big smile.
When FYO returns, we'll take you back to Costa Rica and show you some of the action you didn't see.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. You know, Britt, the Man Trip Group is more than just a team of seasoned veteran anglers who embark on epic journeys all around the globe.
This ought to be good.
We also make it a point to be effective mentors to the next generation of anglers. Although our group has many members that are kind of standard members, we initiate new members occasionally, and this year was no exception with the addition of Jonathan Allen. Now, Jonathan brings not only youthful energy to the group, but I feel that he really benefited from the wisdom and knowledge that he gained from our group. He was teamed up on the other boat with John Dane and Mike Shakespeare. Let's check out some of the action over on Scatterbrain.
Okay, so when I think about Man Trip 2019A, You know, our lovely trip down to Costa Rica with a great group of guys. You know, all year long it was about the fads, the floating apparatus device that supposedly the fish are going to aggregate to, and we're just going to catch marlin more than we can handle, and that's the way it's going to be. So, looking forward to it. You know, lots of repetitive updates, lots of the group conversation and chatter. And we get down to Costa Rica, and the travel wasn't too bad. We get there, and it seems to be generally that the captains are saying, you know, there's nothing happening at the fads, nothing. You know, and why are we stuck here now? What are we going to do? Well, you know, the beginner boat, John Hairston, Frank Willem, and David Gross, you know, they're freaking out because they don't know what to do, you know, and us seasoned anglers decide that we're going to make the best of it. And I think after the 3 days was over with, we were, you know, 30, 35, 40, maybe even north of 50. I'm not really sure. It got so many I couldn't even count them all. Dorado and sailfish into this thing, and we're just nailing it. It's an exhilarating feeling to see a sailfish on the hook and jumping up out of the water, and it's just a majestic animal. And when you see this thing come up next to the boat, it's an impressive thing. Now the Dorado, they put up a fight, and they would dive deep.
All right, give me a smile, baby. All right. Way to go. All right, way to go. Woo!
So, you know, I don't know what the beginner boat was focusing on or what they were paying attention to. It might have been something other than fishing, but our group was just on it.
The crew of Scatterbrain doing a great job. All right, there you go. Good job.
So, but overall, Man Trip 2019 was definitely a great time. And, you know, next year I hope that the beginner boat, Frank and the other guys, can really catch a little bit better than the Frankita Bonita that they pulled in. I know that goldfish was an award winner for them and all, but next year we'll see what they can do. So bring it on, guys.
Really, Jonathan? Really?
Yeah, I see what you mean. He really looks at you as a mentor and a father figure.
You know, you also were there in Costa Rica and had an experience of your own rooster fishing. Let's check some of that action out.
We're finding our outdoors in Costa Rica.
Just concentrating on finding your rooster.
We're doing that too. I wouldn't have been able to land such a colossal rooster fish without the wisdom and the knowledge of such a seasoned Man Trip veteran by my side.
Keep it up and you won't land a plane ticket next time. When we come back, we'll revisit the Kids Outdoors and take you to another great event we had with them this year, the 3rd annual Kids Outdoors Bass Tournament at Twisted Pines in Kill, Mississippi. Kids Outdoors is an organization we're proud to be a part of here at FYO.
That's right, and one of our favorite events is the annual bass tournament put on by the Mississippi chapter of Kids Outdoors. This year's event didn't disappoint for a second.
Not at all. Here's a look at the 2019 Kids Outdoors Bass Tournament.
look forward to many more events with Kids Outdoors.
That's absolutely right. And when FYO returns, we'll be joined by charter team member Marcus McDavid and his daughter Callie to talk about a milestone achievement we got to be a part of this past month. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Find Your Outdoors. We're happy to be joined now by Marcus and Callie McDavid, who just had her very first deer hunt. Marcus, tell us a little bit about how that went.
So we got there to the camp that morning. We got into the area that we were going to hunt, got everything set up, and we made it about 3 hours that morning, and she got tired and ready to go. So we come on out, went and hung around the camp, ate some lunch, and about 2:30 we went back into the stand, and we've been sitting there about 30 minutes, and I saw 2 deer coming through the woods towards the backside of the food plot. So I tapped her, told her to get ready, that I saw a couple deer coming. They walked right up to the edge of the grass, and one of them threw its head up and winded us, and so they took off. She was all kind of disappointed, and she was about ready to go after that happened. So I just told her to lay her head down and take a nap. So about 20 minutes later, I happened to look over, and a group of turkeys had walked out. So me and her were sitting there. She's sticking her head out the window of the little ground blind we were in, looking at the turkeys. And I just happened to look back over to my right, and I noticed 2 more deer standing on the edge of the woods. So we had set up for them to come out on the left side. Well, of course, they come out on the right, so her shooting rest and everything, we had to pick it up, move it, without spooking the deer off. So we got everything situated and got her behind the gun, and she lined the shot up, and when she pulled the trigger, she dropped it in its tracks.
Callie, you did a great job. Tell us though, what was the hardest part about your first deer hunt?
It was hard to aim at them.
Or was it hard to be quiet?
Yeah, it was hard to be quiet. I couldn't stay quiet.
Yeah, when I was your age, keeping quiet for that long in one of those stands would have been really tough as well. So Callie, you think you're going to be excited to go hunting with your dad again? Or do you think that was your last time?
Decided to go again.
Yeah, I went weekend before last. I went back up there to the camp for 5 days, and whenever she found out that I was going without her, she got mad. She begged and begged for me to take her back with me this time.
Well, Callie, one last question. What was your very favorite part about the whole trip?
Putting blood on my face.
Well, thanks for being with us, guys. And Callie, before we go, is there anything else you want to tell us?
I'm Callie McDavid. I'm 6 years old, and I found my outdoors.